Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I welcome you all to this day 13 of the webinar series. If I'm audible, just let me know with an S so that we can go ahead. Okay, thank you for the responses. So let's begin our session for today. So before we begin, let me tell you a few things which are mandatory and is important to everyone. So today will be the last day of your sessions, that is classes. For tomorrow, we'll be having the challenge or a quiz test by Scalosphere, and on a day 15 we'll be having the final quiz or competition by Islamic Information Center, and we'll conclude our webinar series for this. I repeat once again, today will be the last day of we learning something here or clarifying the doubts and so on. Tomorrow we'll be inshallah having the quiz and the challenge by Scalosphere, technical partner for this, and day 15, that is the last day of this series, we'll be having the quiz by IIC, Islamic Information Center, and we'll be concluding the webinar series. I hope I'm clear to everyone. I request all the participants to please respond me on a chat session so that we have a lively interaction here. Okay, thank you for the responses. So tomorrow's attendance is very much important. Sir, you did not even explain what challenge we had to do yesterday. If you had watched the video of yesterday, we had clearly explained all the aspects of yesterday's challenge. We also helped the students at the last how to do the challenge. So I request please go through the video. That would help you a lot. Is the test going to be hard? No, it's going to be the based on the things what you have learned and what we have learned here and performed. So it's going to be completely from what we have done. There might be a bit of relational things, but not difficult. And those who all have completed the challenge of yesterday's and have shared the videos to me, that was a great. I went through all the videos. Alhamdulillah. There was quite a common mistakes done by few. That was they were able to rotate the motor when the distance was more than 50 centimeter, but when it was less than 50 centimeter, the rotation was, that is the motor rotation was stopped. It wasn't rotating anti-clockwise. So I request all those who haven't got that time, please go through and check out that. Okay, so going ahead for today, as it is our last session, so you can ask me any doubts you had until this 13 days of our class. You can ask me any doubts regarding anything what we have learned until this 13 days. In addition to that, I'll be showing you how you can live do the live programming, that is in the real world. How can you install the Arduino Ide, and also how can you program the Arduino when it is in real? Because until now we were doing the simulation tools, so I feel that it would be a good time now that we share how to do it in a real life. I still do not understand the temperature sensor. Sure, I will explain you once again what happens with the temperature sensor. Sir, at least can you keep teaching for 30 days? Mm, that was great that you liked the classes and want us to continue for 30 days, but as planned, being a team, it is just for 15 days. So inshallah, give us your feedback, and then based on that feedback, we'll decide with our team what to be done in the upcoming days, inshallah. And those who have missed the quiz, it's perfectly okay. You need not worry about the same. So tomorrow will be the test by Scalosphere, and the 15th day, that is the last day, will be the test by IIC. So you all need to be present here on the live session. Will be sharing you the uh, form, that is a link to the test or whatsoever it is, on this moment itself. That is from 7:15 to 8:15 p.m. Sir, can we just revise the important parts of all videos? Okay, I'll try my best to do that thing. Let's see. Sir, can you please show us the coding for yesterday's challenge? Okay, I'll do that. Before that, I would just want to tell you is that the way you have controlled the ultrasonic sensor and the LED, that's the same exact way how you can control the ultrasonic motors. Will the exam be for everyone? Yes, exam will be for everyone from 7:15 to 8:15 tomorrow. So I request you all to participate. Do not miss tomorrow's class. That is tomorrow's and the next day class. That's important for you. The challenge, the test, the answer for the challenge for yesterday was nothing but it was very simple. Okay, I'll just switch my screen and then show you how we can do that thing. Just give me a second. I'll switch my screen. Okay, just a minute. So here we are on my Google, that is a new tab, and then let me search for Tinkercad here, and then go ahead and check out how can you do that yesterday's challenge. So I'm here on the circuit, that is my Tinkercad dashboard, and let me quickly go ahead and check out that thing. So here we are. It was very simple what I had asked you yesterday, and most of them have done it. So I'm just taking the Arduino Uno here. I'll just take this hobby generator motor. I'm not going to show you the ultrasonic sensor and that thing because you already know that, and if you have missed it, please do watch the video. I think so that's of the class 8 9 something. I hope so. I expect that to be from 8 or 9. Please go through the video, that would help you understand it. So the common mistake what we have done is they have connected the positive pin to the properly, and then the negative pin, that is a negative pin, they have connected to the ground. But what happens is when you connect the negative pin to the ground, you cannot switch the uh, direction of the motor rotation. When you are doing in the live, on the real life, you use a motor driver, and that motor driver has a H bridge, we call it as H bridge or L293D IC. So that helps us doing it. But as we are connecting it directly here now, so I'm not going to connect this ground pin what you see on the screen to the ground pin. Instead, I'm going to connect that to pin number 6 or any pin on this Arduino. So here is my this thing. I'm done connecting it. I'll go to the code, and what I'll do is, first thing, I'll just delete this thing. Let me set this pin to high, and then get a delay of 1 second, and then again set pin 0 to high, and then get a delay of 1 second. So what's the thing, what I'm going to do is, now you can see here, I'll just change the pin numbers. That is, I have used pin number 5 and 6 respectively, so I'll just change it to pin number 5 and 6, and then I'll keep one pin as a high and other pin as a low. The moment I keep other pin as a low, remember once again, very much important. So the moment I change any pin to low from the digital pin, it acts as a ground. Okay, so I have made pin number 6 as a low, so that pin number 6 will act as a ground now. And I'll just change this seconds to 3 so that I'm able to see it, what happens with that. So you can see here, okay, not here, this way. Okay, so I hope you can see here, I have made the pin number 5 high and pin number 6 low. So which means 6 is a ground and 5 is a high. So and that will rotate for 3 seconds. So let me start the simulation and then check out what's happening here. So now you can see it is rotating at 30 RPM, and it is plus 30 RPM. Okay, it is rotating like this. And now if I want the challenge was, if I want to rotate anti-clockwise, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to switch these connections. So instead of switching the connections manually, what I'll do is, I'll just duplicate the same blocks, duplicate it, and then add up below it. And here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to change this to low and the 6 pin to high, which means now in the second part, the pin number 5 is low and pin number 6 is high. So now you can see here, for 3 seconds it will rotate clockwise. See, 30 RPM, it is showing 30 RPM, and now it is minus 30 RPM. It is rotating anti-clockwise. So this is what the challenge was about. So I hope it is clear to everyone who have the doubt how to switch the direction of the motor. Okay, so the brief question, what will be the test about? So the Islamic Information Center test would be based on all the things what we have learned until now. So until today, whatever we had learned, we'll have all those things most probably within the test. And coming to the scalosphere, what we had for tomorrow, we will have a challenge. We will have a competition type of test where we'll be giving you like the way we had for 2 days. That is 2 challenges. We had given you 2 challenges. You'll be having that similar kind of a challenge, 1 or 2, and then we'll also have few questions. So this is what will be the challenge for tomorrow, and IIC will be completely based on the things what we have learned from day 1 to until day 13 today. So I hope I'm clear. So now the question is, most of them ask me like, show in real how to do it. So it's a time now so that where you focus here, because this is how we do it in a real life. I'll just switch my screen and make it to the display capture so that you all can see every single thing what I do on the screen here. Properties. I have shown this a few days earlier also. I'm going to do it once again now so that all those who have missed it can get to know what's happening around. Okay, So I hope you all can see my screen now completely, that is whatever I'm doing it. So what you need to do is first go to the browser and then search for Arduino IDE. This is the first thing you need to do before you starting with the real Arduino. And then you need to click on the very first link, arduino.cc, that is Arduino Software IDE. Click on that, and once you click on that, you will have this software section. This is the page what it will take you for, and you will have a software session. And here what you can do is just go down and you'll have this section, that is Arduino, download the Arduino IDE. So here you have few options, that is Windows installer, Windows zip, and Windows app, Mac OS, Linux. So based on the platform you're using, for all those who are using Ubuntu systems, this is the options for you, that is Linux. For the MacBooks, this is the option you have to go with. And all those who are using the Windows, you have these options to go ahead. So if you're using a Windows 10, then you can also get the Arduino IDE from this Microsoft Store. Else you can directly download the Windows installer file. So once you click on the Windows installer file, this will take you to the second page, and there you will have few options to choose from. So now you have a contribute to the Arduino software. So if you want to contribute, then you can choose the desired amount you want and then click on the contribute on download. Else you can just click directly on the just download here. So I'm not going to click just download here because I have already installed the Arduino IDE. That will be approximately 112 MB to 120 MB approximately, depends. So I hope I'm clear how to download the Arduino IDE to everyone. You can also program the Arduino IDE online. For that, what you need to do is click on the software and then you have online tools. And from this online tools, you can, here you have the very first thing, Arduino Web Editor. So click on the Arduino Web Editor. Here it is, Arduino Web Editor. If you don't want to download the Arduino IDE and so on, then you can click on that and then go ahead, make your account, and then go ahead, and then you'll have a Arduino IDE. I'll not be going ahead because I don't have an account, and I'll not be going ahead with that. Okay, so that's great. Once you have installed it, then just double click it and open the installation file and wait, give all the permission as it is, just go on, keep on going with the next. And once it is about to complete the installation, it will have some pop-ups, that is it will have some dialog boxes where it will ask you for installation of few drivers. So remember, it is very much important that you click on install for all the drivers it asks. I repeat once again, click on install for all the drivers it asks to install. So just click on install and then go ahead. Once it is completely done installing, you will have the Arduino IDE like this. So I'll be opening my Arduino IDE here. So this is how your Arduino IDE will open, irrespective of what platform you're using, either Linux, Mac or Windows. So we'll have this as an option. I'll also be showing you how to program the Arduino IDE, I mean like Arduino using your mobile phone. So just be with me. So okay, so this is how your Arduino IDE will look like as soon as you open it. So you'll have this void setup and void loop by default, and here, and I think so you're pretty much aware as of now how you have to, what is setup and what is loop. Setup is nothing but where you set up the pins and what are the functions, and in the loop, what is the instructions you're going to execute, what is the main thing, that is either blink or add, do something, whatsoever it is, your functions will be in the void loop. So these are the two functions we have. So with this is how the UI looks like of the Arduino IDE, and this is what you need to program the Arduino IDE in the real life. Okay, so with this done, now before, as soon as you start, you need to do something is you need to check out the COM port, that is communication port, in which COM port your Arduino is connected. For that, before you do something, let me, like, if I just compile it, it will compile it here. This is the compile button, that is verify the code, and this will verify the complete code of yours. If it has some errors, it will show you error there. So for an example, I'll just it says me compiling sketch here, and then you can see here it is compiling here. Okay, I'll just zoom out the screen. Okay, you can see the compiling sketch here. I have not done anything to the code. It is just empty code which has nothing in it, but still it is compiling. So until it is done, let me, I hope you all are following me. Okay, so it shows me done compiling here. So now once it shows me done compiling, let me show you with an error. Okay, I'll just do one thing. I'll just erase this semicolon, and then I'll try to compile it, and that will give me an error. So it is asking me to save the file. You can save or press an escape button. That will cancel that dialog box. So now you can see here, this is how the error will look like. So you'll have this red color line as you had on the, if you have tried the text, that is coding part in the Tinkercad, you might have your line, and then here you will have the orange color ribbon where it shows what is the error, and here are the details of the error on the black section at the bottom of the Arduino IDE. Okay, so going ahead, I'll just show you what you should do first. So now what you need to do is click on the tools first, and then click on the port, and here you will be getting the communication port, in which port your Arduino is connected. So now I have not connected the Arduino for now. Just give me a second. I'll get my Arduino and then connect it here. So here I go and I connect my Arduino to my laptop, and then you heard the connecting sound, and then if I go to the tools again, and then if I go to the port, you can see here COM7. You may have anything. You may have COM5, COM43, COM32, whatsoever it is, and you will have this COM7, and then in the COM7 you will have this Arduino Uno. So you need to select whichever the COM have that Arduino Uno with it. Once you're done with that, then do not forget to check this board. Click on the board, and then in the board you'll have, is it clear to everyone now? I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused. There was a problem with the network, so I couldn't do it properly. Okay, I'll just repeat it once again. The thing what you have missed, you might have missed it. So once you have done installing the Arduino IDE, what you need to do is, I just said a few steps. That is simple. You need to go to the tools, and then go to the port, and if you have connected the Arduino to the port USB, then you'll have this COM7 Arduino Uno. This COM7 can be COM4, COM5, COM35, anything that. So if you have this Arduino Uno, just select that thing. Can you see the screen now properly, everyone?